Thank you and good afternoon to everyone. Good to see so many of you here. As was said, I'm head of Emerging Asia for Telenor. That covers Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Myanmar. I spent more than 20 years with Telenor and 15 of them in Asia. So I worked as the CEO in Myanmar when we started off. I've been CEO in Bangladesh for a large mobile company. So that's the disclaimer here, guys. I'm not really a financial services guy. I'm a telco guy. But I was also one of the founders of Telenor's financial services team back in 2007. So I'm passionate in the topic. And Telenor has become a rather large telco. We have 172 million customers across 8 markets today. And our expansion started 25 years ago, and it was built on 2 very fundamental beliefs. One belief was that mobile technology would be made available for everyone. This was in the very, very early days of the GSM standard, and it was developed to a large extent by European operators led by the Nordic countries. And our belief in the technology and that it could be made affordable was the key driver. The second driver was that we knew that we could not do this alone. Yes, we had the technology, yes, we had the competency, and yes, we had the money. But we had never done business outside Norway. And with the firm belief that we needed someone that could understand the markets in the eastern part of Europe, as well as in Asia, was then a firm, sort of the second part of our belief. We had to partner to succeed. And today you see that we are mostly an Asian company when it comes to customers. We're more than 50% an Asian company when it comes to our revenues. And in addition, we are doing multiple other businesses also in Asia. We are into health. 5 million customers are using our services in Bangladesh. We are 25 million on financial services, and I'll come back to that. We are also into IoT, one of the 10 largest operators in the world on IoT. And we are also running marketplaces of online classified sites in 4 markets in Asia. And all of this has been built through partnerships. And when it comes to financial services, in 2007, we set out on a journey, and our focus at that time was also the same. Our firm belief that financial services was something that would be and should be made available for everyone. And again, the same as with mobile. We also believe that this we couldn't do alone. And in this case, in Pakistan at that time, we had 3 main assets. We had a large and growing customer base. We had a very strong and trusted brand. And we had by far the largest physical distribution. And these 3 assets then had to be combined with someone that could understand the financial services sector, the complex regulatory environment, as well as how we could build trust as a financial institution. And in Pakistan, we partnered with Tamir Bank at the time. We bought 51% of it. And when we in 2015 launched or entered into financial services in Myanmar, we also did that with a partner, which was the local Yuma Bank. And today we are operating in 4 markets. The 2 biggest ones are in Pakistan and Myanmar. And we're serving around 25 million customers on a monthly basis, and we're serving them through 100,000 points of sales. Because currently our main business is over-the-counter money transfer. And this is an example. I've spent 3 years myself in Myanmar, and it's a fantastic country. It has been difficult for telcos in many markets to actually be able to enter. The great thing with the government of Myanmar, when they opened up the country in 2013 to us and one other foreign player, was that they actually put the obligation to launch mobile financial services into the mobile license. It's the first country in the world, but all licensees on telco in Myanmar also have to do mobile financial services. So through that, they also ensured that there would be sufficient competition. And this is an example of what it has done. We have 2 examples here. One, of course, the agent. This is one pharmacist in Yangon, the biggest city in Myanmar. And she used to be competing with pharmacies in her area. Now she says clearly, I'm the most popular pharmacy because I'm also a Wave agent. So I'm not only making more money on my pharmacy business, I'm making a lot more money also because I'm an agent and I make money on commissions. Similarly, on the right-hand side, you have one of our customers. She works in Pyongyang, which is a city close to Naypyidaw, which is the capital of Myanmar. Her family lives 4 to 5 hours bus drive away. She makes around $100 a month. She used to travel with the bus. It would cost her approximately 10% of her monthly income. back to the family to hand over 30% of her salary. With Wave, she is now using more frequent money transfers, but she also then doesn't have to make the bus trip. And to show you how happy customers we have, I have a short video.
အမျိုးသားကလည်းဟိုဘက်မှာလည်းအဲ့လိုလှုပ်ဆောင်ချက်တွေတွေ့ထားတော့လေသူကလည်းဒီလိုဒီကြောင်းမဲ့ဟိုဘန်မဖွင့်တဲ့ရက်လည်းဒီမှာပေါ့နော်လုံးဝ okay တယ်ဒီဆိုင်ဖွင့်တဲ့အချိန်ကြီးအများတန်းဒီအကိုဆိုရင်10နာရီမှပိတ်တယ်လေအမားတို့ဆိုခါကျအမျိုးသား10ခွဲမှလွှဲတာတွေပါရှိတယ်အဲ့လိုမျိုးဆိုအမားတို့ကလုံးဝ okay တယ်သိရလားအပြေးလွှားပေါ့လာပြီးဒီမှာအကိုရေးဒီမှာလွှဲလိုက်ပြီဆိုလာထုတ်တာပေါ့နော်အဲ့လိုမျိုးပေါ့အမားတို့အတွက်လည်းအဆင်ပြေတာပေါ့ညီမလေးရဲ့သိလားတပတ်ကိုအမားကလေဟိုကလေ3ခါတစ်ခါကျ4ချိန်လောက်ပေါ့နော်ဟိုကွာအိမ်မှာလေဟိုခလေးတွေနဲ့ចောင်းသားတွေနဲ့ကြံခဲ့တော့အမျိုးသားလည်းဟိုကနေသူရတဲ့ဟိုလာစားဟိုနှစ်ပေါ့နော်သူကတော့ဟိုက daily နဲ့အလုပ်သွားလုပ်တာဆိုတော့လေအမကိုအဲ့လိုလွှဲပေးတယ်
So all the 7 million customers are equally happy, of course, with our service. But it has an impact as well. And here showing numbers from March 2016 to August 2018, market study done by us. So what you see is that the informal sector is significantly declining. When people in the past used to carry the cash, like the example I mentioned, has gone from 16% to 3%. You see friends and family are sending money with them. It's gone from 13 to 7. You see also bus and Hundi has gone from down to 1/3 of what it previously was in terms of volume. So the informal sector is disappearing just because of what we are doing. Similarly, you see the financial inclusion is increasing. So we had March 2016, only 1% had used mobile money transfer to either receive or send money. And today you see close to 40%. And also in this short period, we are now transacting approximately 2% of the GDP of Myanmar through Wave's network. And then you have this added social effect as well. This is a lady who is living in Kachin in the northern part of Myanmar. It's a state which is close to the border to China. It is one of the states where you have an ongoing civil war. So there are a large number of internally displaced people. And together with the World Food Programme, we have run since 2017 a test of could we pay out, would it be efficient for them to pay out money to these ladies, which is typically mothers and children because their husbands are out and fighting the war. And what we were quite nervous whether this would actually be seen as a good thing for the women or not. In the past, they would have to line up to get the money. Now they actually get an SMS. What we do get as feedback is that their dignity has increased. The reason being that they now don't have to line up, but they can actually cash out at their convenience. Similarly, you see the economic activity within the IDP camp growing because the agent gets money and people are buying from his shop as well at the same time. And of course, for the World Food Programme, their cost of dispersing cash has also gone down. Now we are also working with Save the Children, and we are expanding these programs across Myanmar. So where does this take us then from here? We are clearly today an over-the-counter transaction business. And in Pakistan, we reached a peak. We see that declining, also because the government wants us now to move to accounts. But to grow mobile accounts is much, much more difficult, because it also depends on an ecosystem growing around the account. To just have money in an account, if you can't spend it, makes no sense. And to put money into an account where you can't spend will also not be attractive. So the challenge for us is to build this ecosystem. And again, going back to what we believe in Telenor, if we don't think we can do it ourselves, we have to partner. And this is the journey that we also started last year when in Pakistan we entered into a partnership with Ant Financial. So going from a situation where we had bought ourselves up to 100% in the bank through the years, we sold 45% to Ant Financial, injecting $140 million as a part of the transaction. The $140 million is needed because to grow these accounts, you actually have to incentivize quite heavily. We're now into an internet user game, which becomes very expensive. So what Ant brings is technology, knowledge, and experience from a number of similar markets, in addition, of course, to the cash. What we have, and which they appreciate, and explicitly talks about is that we have the local market knowledge, we have the brand, and we have the relationship to the regulator. So the table has somewhat turned. But with this partnership, we're quite confident that we will, in the next 4 to 5 years, by far be the largest financial institution in Pakistan. And it will be built on the same philosophy that Telenor set out on the journey when we started on the mobile technology. We believe that financial services should be for everyone. Thank you very much.